Hi Year 3, it's Miss Hill here. Okay, so it's Thursday today, so we're going to go through your maths lesson today. So we are going to move on slightly from yesterday's lesson. So yesterday you were exchanging from the tens to the ones, so exchanging 1 10 for 10 ones. Okay, today we're going to be exchanging from the hundreds, okay, to the tens. So we're going to exchange 100 for 10 tens, okay, because 10 times 10 is 100. Okay, first thing you need to do is when you get a calculation in your do it is to make sure that you write out your calculation, okay, into columns. So you make sure all the ones are lined up, all the tens are lined up, all the hundreds are lined up. And I know I've said that a lot, and especially last week with the addition as well. It's really important, okay, to make sure your numbers are in the correct columns, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by calculating the ones, okay, because that's the smallest unit. Okay, so I've got my written calculation here, but I've also got my place value chart here, okay, to show you what happens as well. So what I need to do is I need to subtract, I have 7 ones to start with, and I need to subtract 3. So I need to find out how many I've got left, okay. So I need to say goodbye to 3. I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 will be in my ones digit, in my ones column. So then the next one is I have 2 tens and I need to subtract 6 tens, but I don't have enough. Okay, so this is where I need to exchange from the 100 to the tens. Okay, so I'm going to cross out one of my hundreds, because I need to exchange one of those hundreds for 10 tens, then I will have enough to subtract 6 tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so when you're writing it out in your written method, which I'll explain in a minute, you must make sure that you cross out the hundreds and say you've got 100 less, okay. Then I've now got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, okay. So I can subtract 60 from that now, because the biggest number always goes at the top when you're subtracting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, and you can see that I'm left with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I put a 6 for 6, 10, 60. Okay, then I've now got 100 less, so I need to check to see how many hundreds I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so then I need to subtract 5 away from 7, so I need to cross out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's not including that one as well, okay, because that one's already gone. Okay, so imagine that's already not there. Then I'm left with 200. So the answer to my question was 264. Okay, that's one way of showing how to work it out. Okay, I'm just showing you this way so you can see why the exchanging happens. Right, here's the written method. So we're going to start again with the ones. So 7 subtract 3 is 4. Okay, just like I had in my place value chart. Okay, then I don't have enough, okay, tens, so I need to exchange it for one of my hundreds. So what I'm going to do is I had 800, I now have 700, because that extra 100 that I'm going to exchange, okay, is going to be part of my tens, okay, and I'm going to exchange it for 10 tens, okay. So I now have 120, which is 12 tens, and I'm going to subtract 6 tens. Okay, so 12 subtract 6 is 6, and I know that because I know that 6 add 6 is 12, so 12 tens subtract 6 will be 6 tens, okay, 60. Then I've got 700 subtract 500, okay, which I know is 200 because I can count from 5, 6, 7, okay, and I've got 2 left, okay. So if I look at my place value chart, okay, and I look at my written calculation, I've got the same answer. Okay, so it shows I've been very accurate. Another way you could check is by adding up the 563 to 264 and see if you get your starting number, because remember subtraction and addition, okay, they're the inverse of each other, aren't they? So if you find the inverse, okay, you need to then add up these two numbers here and see if you get your starting number to check. You could do it to check. You don't have to do it, okay, but it's a good way of checking that you're correct. And I'll show you that quickly now. So start with my ones. So I've got 4 and 3 is 7. Then I've got 60, add 60, which is 120. Okay, so 120's got 2 tens and 100. Then I'm going to do 500, 600, 700, 800. Okay, and the reason why I made sure that I went from down here, because remember we need to remember that extra 100 there, okay? So that's 827. Oh, it matches up. I've got the same starting number. Okay, so I now know, because I've checked and checked again, that my answer is correct. Okay, you don't have to do the inverse, okay, but it's a good way of checking if you're unsure and things don't look right. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Have fun with your learning today. Take care. Bye.